You've got to have a ridiculous setup. It's like how you stay on brand. Ooh, nice. I love how your bot's called the Raven. It's just so cool. I love how it has a Santa hat as well, despite the fact it's January. It just makes me so happy for some reason. In fact, about 6 minutes ago, Derek linked to the check-in form, and then straight after while linked to a check-in form, right after that, it's got the React.js docs and how to do a form properly. Feels like really bad foreboding right now. How are you feeling about like the live demo? You got this. You're gonna do great. You're gonna smash it. I know you are. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, you sound fine. Does mine sound fine too?
Does
My
mine sound
videos-
fine?
Yes.
Everyone sounds great.
And you
And
look great,
videos-
Andre, as well.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. That's not supposed to be able to hear us.
Same from here.
Hello, world. Can you guys see me on stream? Quick question. Oh, here we go. Awesome. We are live. Thanks everyone for sticking with us. I'm going to mute my own stream so I don't hear myself twice, but welcome to See You Hacking 2021. Sorry for the late stream. Things happen. It's sort of like in person. It's just the same experience this year, but online. You get everyone's favorite MLH and hackathon consistency with that. So we're going to start our opening ceremonies here, and we're going to go over a whole lot of content. I see the YouTube chat going right now, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to do it there. And if I, oh, you hear me twice. Okay. If you hear me twice, probably shouldn't hear it. Cool. So yeah, we're going to get right into the opening ceremonies, go over some information for you guys, and tell you all about what's going to happen this weekend. It's going to be awesome. All right. So welcome to Ottawa's largest hackathon. You might hear this in both cases on UAutoHack's site and CU Hacking site, but this year we really have the numbers to back that up. We can say for sure that we are. And this year we're probably bigger than ever, with over half of our participants being from outside of Canada. So it's a truly international and global event this year. All right. So CU Hacking in 2020. What was that? So if you guys were lucky enough to be there, you know that we had over 1,234 applicants, out of which 600 people arrived. We had 600 people on the day of. It was incredible. It was jam-packed. Hopefully in 2022, when we get a new building, we can actually use a new building. And you guys submit over 120 projects to our event, which is quite a lot. So just some overview of what you can expect from this opening ceremony. We're going to go over some really important hackathon information. We know that you guys have been, asking a lot of questions and trying to get, all the online stuff sorted out. So we're going to go over some basic rules of that. We're going to talk about safety. We're going to go over our sponsors at this year's event. We're going to go into some of the challenges, resources you have, and the activities that you can look forward to at this event. And last and foremost, on our side, we're going to talk about submission info. We're going to do a live demo. Going to be super exciting. All our work has gone into just this one demo working for us. And, it's really important to know what to submit way before you even start working on your project. And then at the very end, we're going to have a message from MLH. We have Jacqueline on board, who's going to be our rep at this year's event. All right, so important hackathon information. So what is a hackathon? I mean, if you guys are here at this event, you probably know, but MLH likes to say it's an invention marathon. Anyone that has an interest in tech can attend a hackathon to learn, build, and share your creations over the course of a weekend. You don't need to be a coding expert or guru to really get the most out of a hackathon. You can be a student that wants to learn about any sort of technology, and you'll have a great time this weekend. If you're attending a hackathon, you're either a sponsor or a student. And if you're a student, you could be 15, you could be 25, you could be 40. Students are often lifelong. So we're excited to have you here no matter where you come from and no matter how old you are. So what can you do at this hackathon? So you can socialize, meet new people. There's 900 people this year at the event. So you have 899 new friends that you can make. That's how I like to think about it. You can network with our sponsors. We have some amazing sponsors here that really want to meet you guys, which is why they're here at this event on the weekend instead of hanging out outside, even though it's minus like 30 in Ottawa. Some days it feels like. You can work on a project, eat some food. I guess that's from last year, but you can still have some awesome food at home. If you want, you can Uber Eat some stuff. It's that, you have an excuse to like treat yourself this weekend. You can participate in activities and different workshops and a whole lot more. There's going to be a lot of challenges and games that you can do over the course of this weekend. And the point is to, network, build, learn, have fun. The whole weekend is an opportunity to learn and an opportunity to do things that you might have never done before. So we've been having a lot of questions about team size. Your teams at the event can work on a project that you guys want to create. It could be anything from like code to like a business idea or like a really cool, concept, or it could be anything. I don't want to limit any creativity with what I'm saying, but they can be 1 to 4 people. Try to make it as many people as possible. It's a lot easier to get work done. With 4 people, but no more than 4. Unfortunately, that's sort of our limit. In terms of what you want to work on, you can do anything. We have a ton of ideas in the project ideas channel. There's a ton of ideas for hackathons. You can look up some really cool open source things and learn how to integrate those. And there's going to be also a ton of challenges that you guys can use this weekend to like direct the focus of your hack and decide what you want to do based on those challenges. So some other rules that we have, in terms of open source code, your project can include open source code. Just be transparent about where you use it. Obviously, we're not going to make anyone's submission fail because they use like an open source, phone number input. Like that's obviously not a problem, but don't try to just copy an open source project and pass it on as your own. If you want to, add and make an extension onto an open source project, you're more than welcome to do that as your project. Just make sure you're transparent about what you actually did and what your team's, impact was. You don't say just like, I made this entire thing from scratch. You can say, I added this set of features to this project, and that's cool with us. All right, so some important hackathon information. Our Discord is huge. We have 1,000 people on it. We have a ton of channels. So try to navigate this and look through this and learn where you can talk and meet to people. So we have some different categories, ones I just want to talk about briefly. So we have the general 2021 Snowden categories, which is going to be where you can post some memes, talk to people about finding team members. We have a game chat channel. You can look at project ideas and network with LinkedIn and whatnot. And you can also ask for help. If you ask for help in the help desk chat, try to do that for things that aren't check-in related issues. We know there's a ton of people having difficulties with the check-in process, but there's a separate area for that, which you are probably aware of by now if you haven't. There's also a set of channels where you can hang out in the social area. We had a ton of people there last night, actually, which is pretty cool to see. So there's a whole bunch of voice channels ready for you guys to meet and talk to people there. And then we also have mentorship at this year's event. So we have a mentorship set of channels where you can ask for information, where the mentors are going to put information, where you can ask them questions, and also where you can chat with the mentors if you have any questions about how to do something in your hack. The mentors are there to help. Often the mentors have a ton of hackathon experience, so they know what shoes you're in and they know how they can help. And again, a great opportunity to meet new people. All right. And one thing that I find is incredibly important is going to be our sponsor Discord channels. So there's going to be some different, sponsor categories on the channel. So for example, this one's Ross Video. A lot of them are going to have, challenge and general chats. You guys can message them there and ask them any questions about the challenge or just about the company and network with them. And if they're in the voice calls, you can hop in and out and talk to them. It's a great opportunity just to meet people one-on-one. And, at an in-person event, you'd be walking up to the booth and saying hi. Unfortunately, this year, not grabbing a free Red Bull, but if you got lucky enough with the Canada shipment, you might have some this weekend. So yeah, it's a great opportunity to do that there. All right. So I want to go over safety. This year is an online event, so we're talking about safety in a different way than you might be used to. We're not going to tell you how to leave the building safely. I don't know where you're living. Don't know what your safety protocols are, but we're going to talk about some online safety just quickly for our event. So do not share any passwords or personal information with strangers, and that includes the hackathon team itself. So if you're having issues, logging in and getting all that sorted out, don't just paste your passwords and like authentication email information in the server like publicly. That stuff can lead to people being able to access your account. So just be smart about that, and don't give any passwords or identification stuff to people that randomly ask for it unless you know what they're doing and it's legitimate. Just be aware of that. Yeah, and as well says that includes your OAuth links. So just keep your digital information private as much as you can at our event. And secondly is harassment. If I really hope this does not happen, I'm crossing my fingers that everyone here is going to behave and be treating each other with love and happiness this weekend. But if anyone experiences any sort of harassment or inappropriate behavior, please contact an organizer as soon as you can. One of us that have like a gold, blue, or purple name, like as soon as possible, and we will handle the situation and deal with that. The event is welcome for everyone, as students and sponsors and adults and whoever is here, and it's free for everyone to attend and welcome, no matter what your race is, gender identity, your age, your experience, like your sexuality, no matter what, this needs to be a welcoming event for everyone. So I really hope that this does not happen, but if it does, as organizers, we are, on your side and we are ready to help out and we'll be there for you if you need. And the final safety thing is sleep. So our hackathon's like a 24-hour event. Hacking starts at 12, ends at 12. So you can stay up all night if you want and hack, and you can participate in this event however you like. Yeah. We don't want everyone to stay up overnight unless you are willing to do that yourself. So don't think that, as organizers, we want everyone to stay overnight and not sleep. We want you to, participate in this event in whatever way that you actually want, to do that the most. So if you want to just come for workshops and learn and, go to sponsor events and not work on a project, sure. If you want to work on a project all weekend, even better. So just take care of yourselves, try to do some healthy things like go outside every once in a while, take a break. But, our expectation is not to lock you guys all at your computers for, like 24 hours. That's not what I'm doing, not what our team's doing. So yeah, just keep that in mind. All right. So we are going to talk about our sponsors now. Every hackathon has sponsors, and every year we have a whole bunch of sponsors that we bring on. Our event is literally every year, even on a digital event, it's never possible to host without sponsors. They are the backbone to our event, and without them, you wouldn't be here this weekend at this event. So we'll give some thanks to them in the upcoming slides, and then I'll also pass it to Ross Video. So our champion tier sponsor at this event is Ross Video. They have a ton of members on the Discord server this weekend, and they are here to interact with you guys. They want to meet you. They have a bunch of challenges and really cool workshops. So without further ado, to talk more about Ross Video, I'm actually going to hand the screen over to Andre, and then Andre is going to talk a bit about the company and what you can expect out of them this weekend. So I'm just going to switch that over. It's just not ready yet.
There we go. Thanks a lot, Andrew. Appreciate that. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for attending this year's hackathon. So first off, I just introduced myself. My name is Andre Edmondson. I'm the technical product manager for Streamline and or React at Ross Video. So right off top, I'm going to have to apologize to all of you fine people because just like many of you, I'm inside staying safe and trying to help flatten this curve. An unfortunate side effect is that you guys have to suffer through my COVID lockdown here for about 15 minutes while I chat about Ross Video. But hopefully to kind of curve a little bit of that ugliness, you can take 3 seconds to look at my dog over there, who's sitting cute and comfy on the couch. That's 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now back to me. So anyway, I'd like to welcome you all to this remote edition of CU Hacking. We've got an amazing weekend ahead of us. Lots of cool events for everyone to participate in. Some fun hacking, of course. Lots of cool challenges. So, of course, one of the first things I want to do is to thank all of the organizers for all of their hard work over the past couple months getting this whole thing set up. Honestly, you guys probably don't even understand all of the unique logistics that have to go into setting up an event like this compared to what they had years prior. So the team deserves all of your credit or all of the applause and thanks that you guys can give them. They've done an amazing job putting all this hard work over the last couple months. So please, when you get a chance to talk to them, give them all your thanks. Um, so last year I was actually here for the CU hacking for Ross video, and I love that so much that you can see I'm back. One thing I want to do is share one of my favorite things from last year's event. So just as some of you have gotten this year, we supplied Red Bull to everyone at the campus for the hackathon throughout the week. And there was about, I can't remember how many coolers, but coolers upon coolers full of this Red Bull that was available for everyone to grab whenever they needed to um, throughout the entire event. And we had those from day one all the way throughout the weekend. And I came in on the second day after helping out on the first day, and I walked into the main booth area, and I was a little bit shocked because all around the campus I was seeing these wizard staffs full of Red Bull cans. And for those that don't know what a wizard staff is, it's when you take an empty can and you take one and put one on top of the other, and then you tape them up, and you just keep doing that on the can until they resemble something like a wizard staff. And wizard staff is probably not even the right way to put it. These were borderline vaulting poles at this point. Like they were very, very long staffs at this point. So I was not to say, for the health of these people, I really hope they didn't drink them all by themselves. But nonetheless, it was a funny sight to see and something that was kind of enjoyable to start your day with on the second day of the hackathon. But this year's a bit different. We have new challenges, we have new people, new phenomena. This year, instead of all being congregated onto campus, we're all here and from the comfort of our own homes, myself from the couch in my living room. And instead of us all being inside, sleeping inside of Carleton campus, we can go sleep in our beds as we all should, and make sure to have a good balance this weekend between doing the fun participation and the hacking and getting some quality sleep and rest time. So that's very important for everyone. So let's make sure we're all doing the right thing, staying safe, keeping ourselves balanced, and doing that all while having an amazing time. So another cool thing about this is, I'm here in Ottawa, but I know that there's multiple countries and multiple continents all participating in this hackathon event. With all that diversity, I'm sure most of you don't really know much about Ross Video. So let me tell you a little bit about us. Ross Video is the industry leader in live production technology. We engineer and manufacture software and hardware for use of any type of live event. So what does that really mean? Well, if you've ever watched anything live, including sports, esports as well, news broadcasts, concerts, entertainment shows, really any type of live broadcast whatsoever, Ross's equipment has been involved in some sort of way. That's just pretty well guaranteed that you have seen us or seen our equipment in action at some point. We've been in this industry for decades upon decades now. We have lots of experience and expertise within broadcast. And one of the cool things is that we're actually on our 29th consecutive year of growth without any type of venture capitalist funding put into our company. Just a bunch of hard work and dedication from a bunch of industry professionals over the last couple of decades. It's kind of cool. So I personally have been here for about 7 years, so I've seen the latter quarter of that growth streak. One of the coolest phenomena I've observed as being part of this company is that we've been able to maintain this small company vibe, even while growing and growing and growing and adding hundreds upon hundreds of people. If you want to understand just how much of a scale we were able to do that, David Ross, our CEO, meets with every single one of the 1,000-person company that we have for a cup of coffee, just to get a chance to chat and talk and, speak upon anything, because that's just who David is, and that's who our company is. We want to know everyone that's part of our family, everyone that's part of Ross, and it's kind of this unique environment that we've created that you don't get with a lot of big companies. So I can really attest to that. That's the reason why I've been here for 7 years and why I'm here speaking to you today, to try to let you know about the great experiences you can have here. So, speaking about the great experiences, you're probably wondering how you can get a chance to experience Ross firsthand. Well, there's a couple opportunities. So, first off, Ross hires approximately 25 co op students every single term. So, that's 25 different positions every single winter, fall, summer, and spring, all available to you on your job board websites for your co op programs. We hire from Carleton University, Ottawa U, Waterloo, and a couple of others. If you don't have Ross Video postings on your job board and you would like to go find a position for us, please just go to rossvideo.com/careers, because there are still lots of positions and still lots of opportunity for students of any um, from anywhere in any school. And one thing I want to highlight, because I can speak to this personally, is that many student terms often turn into part-times or sometimes full-time positions after you graduate. Many of them have happened throughout my time here at Ross, and honestly, I think it's one of the really cool things about what we can do here, and it's why we do so much with students, and why we love all you university students and all your college students. Just to let you know, we start hiring 3 to 4 months before the coming term. So please, when you go to your job board, keep an eye out for that beautiful Ross logo and just don't miss your shot. Another thing that I want to highlight is that this year we'll be participating in Carleton's Job Shadow program. So we tried it last year and we loved it so much that we decided to expand our involvement in it. So this is an opportunity to chat with a varying set of people at Ross in a one-on-one setting. We have a large range of titles to speak from. You can talk to web developers, you can talk to FPGA designers, you can talk to product verification testers, technical product managers like myself, product operations managers. There are so many different kinds of jobs available to participate in and to shadow and to talk to through this program. So, and they can all range from different seniority levels, from senior people to intermediates to juniors to new grads, and even to some co-op students if you just want to find out what it is to be a co-op at Ross Video. So it's a great chance to just take an hour out of your day, sit down and chat with some industry professional and get a little information. I know when I was a student not too long ago that if I had a chance to get some more of this information before I graduated to know what it was like in my job, I definitely would have jumped on that opportunity. So I definitely advise you all to take us up on our offer. All right, so that's enough about us. How about we talk about our challenge? So I'm going to switch to my screen here and I will full screen it. Whoops. If you lock my screen, a little bit different than full screening. All right. So hopefully you can all. Sorry about that. Again, what is a live broadcast without technical difficulties? All right, so hopefully you can see my screen now. Okay, so fan engagement meter. So what is this? Well, our challenge this year, we're trying to keep ourselves true to what we are as a company. We're all about live broadcasts, and we've kind of hammered that point home early on today. So what does it also mean to work for these customers? What are some of their challenges? So when you're doing any type of live broadcasts, you often are competing against many other companies or other live broadcasts going on at the same time. Obviously, linear television has a lot of competition between every other channel that's on TV, so including other live broadcasts. So what you need to do as one of the problems for our target audiences is that they need to be able to stand themselves out. They need to be able to give themselves a competitive advantage that makes them more unique than their customers. So what we want to do and what we're proposing to you hackers is to create what we're calling the Engageometer, which is a fan engagement app. So what is this fan engagement app? Well, the idea here is if you ever went to the movie theater, Cineplex, back when those were open, you had something like Time Play. So you had a chance before the show to kind of answer some trivia questions, maybe get yourself hyped up for the movie by talking about other movies in a series, if that kind of stuff. But we want that concept kind of extended a little bit further. So thinking about multiple of our target demographics, we talked about sports, award shows, esports, concerts, entertainment, television. These are some of our target demographics. And one thing they could use is a way to have their fans engage through their with their program before the show goes on air. Like, for instance, what if you had a trivia game about a band that's coming up for the concert, where you can, try to figure out who the biggest fan is inside the stadium, and maybe they win a prize. Or maybe for an award show, you have a chance uh, to guess who is going to win Best Actor of the Year, for instance, and you can have fan votes, and then the fan vote wins. The biggest fan vote wins a certain prize. Whatever it is, leave your imagination to create whatever it is, including your own persona. So we mentioned the 5 here that we describe, and I'll show you how we use those later on. But to create your own persona is also up to you. Whatever creativity you want to put into this, that is all we're looking for, and that's what we're really looking for out of the presentation. So to talk a bit about the requirements and constraints, really there isn't much. In the end, we want something for the fans to be engaged and to feel interested in their program. It could be a trivia game, and if it's a trivia game and something question-based, we want to make sure all that stuff is randomly generated and based upon the provided topics. So, we're not just looking for something that they can just take a couple of question examples from. We want to make sure there's some variety in there and that it's all relevant to your topics. We're also looking for you to utilize public-facing APIs in the creation of this. So if you're talking about movies, for instance, maybe you connect to the IMDb API to gather information about a movie or something. Maybe you connect to the Spotify API to gather information about an artist and their music. Whatever it is, it's up to you. Just the creativity, I cannot stress enough, is all we're looking for. So what are you going to get? Well, we mentioned these different APIs. CU Hacking will provide credits for public APIs like AWS, Mongo, anything like that, should you need to use them for your challenge. We are also providing, through our newsroom computer system called Inception, an RSS feed that is an example structure of one of these shows. So for each one of those target demographics, we have about 6 of them down there. We have a rundown related to that show. So something related to sports, something related to award shows, esports, entertainment. Basically, if you click on that link, you will get an RSS feed that you'll be able to feed into your application. Maybe it's part of what you present to the user, where you see that it's part of the show, and you can infer that, when the commercial break is coming up, maybe that's when these questions about the previous section should come up. Things like that. It's just to help inspire and to see what kind of creativity, again, that we can generate out of this. So that's what you're going to get. Those are the challenges. And then, of course, we can't not talk about the prizes. So the big prize, the big grand prize, and you already see it on the screen, so it's not a big reveal. It's a Nintendo Switch Lite for every single participant within the team that comes in first place. We will ship those off to you for the first place members. Second place will receive a $50 Amazon gift card, and third place a $25 Amazon gift card, again for each team member. So some good things at stake. And then lastly, on our page here, we have some information about our judging criteria, the kind of things we're looking for. I just recommend going through this in detail when you get a chance. Keep in mind, we have these 2 sections. You mentioned the target audience and the producer. Target audience is basically the group of people that your app is going to be engaging with. Those are the fans you could think about. The producer is the person behind the feed. That's the person who's building that show out. That's the person who bought your app in the first place to make their production better. So you're kind of targeting 2 audiences here. You're looking for 2 different groups of people. So keep that in mind when you're trying to build this and who you're solving the problem for. And then, of course, we go into a bit of the technical details. Does the app run? Is the things going well? And then the creativity being a big aspect of things. So that's our judging criteria. That's our prizes, and that's our challenge. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and I want to come back for a quick second and just kind of wrap this up a little bit. I just want to take 1 second here to geek out just a little bit more about these hackathons, because I really do love them. It's honestly really cool to think that all the people on this call and all the hundreds of people that are going to participate in this have decided to take up their weekend to come and work with us to try to solve something new, solve a problem, put together a puzzle, figure figure out a business problem of some sort, make someone's life better. In the end, you guys are contributing something really cool to the industry, regardless of where the actual challenges or what happens with it. You're still participants in something that's super unique to software development, and that's super unique to software engineering. That it's just so cool, and honestly, it's just inspiring for me that I see all of you out here. So, anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox now. I'm going to throw it back to the presenters. Thank you guys so much, and I hope we get a chance to chat with every single one of you. Let's all have fun this weekend. And now I'm going to wave awkwardly in the camera until Andrew takes me off screen.
All right. Thank you so much, Andre. That was amazing. We're super excited to have Ross on board this year at the event again. I'm just going to make sure I have the chat here to make sure that they can see me and I'm going through. But yeah, everyone should really take some time out of their day to check out Ross' video this weekend. Actually, adding on to that, I think at 1:15, you can check on the schedule, but 1:15, Ross is hosting a workshop about sort of like the history and just the industry of esports and the landscape that it's in. I believe it's Cameron Reed, who is their in-house esports expert, as Kathy said to me, who is going to be giving that workshop. So that's going to be a really great event to attend, and I would definitely recommend anyone that's interested in that to check that out this afternoon. It's just on our website on the Google Meet. It will be there. All right, so moving into some other sponsors for this event, we have a couple of sponsors on our advocate tier, which are FDM Group and Sienna. I know they've been sort of active in the Discord all weekend and also in the Google Meets. So we really try to, spend some time and talk to those people. I know a lot of people on the Sienna team are, former CU hacking organizers and people that know what it's like to be a hackathon participant. So that'd be really great for you guys to, reach out to them. And they're really excited to meet everyone at this year's event. And same with FDM Group. They have a workshop actually right at 12 after this event that you guys should definitely check out. It's going to be a great time. And again, they've been a longtime sponsor of ours, so it's awesome to have them back on this year, virtually though. And also a big thank you to all the sponsors on our supporter tier, including Macadamian, Nokia, Fellow, Kinaxis, and Echo AR. A lot of these guys are going to be on the Discord all weekend just talking to students, so they have different categories. You can go check them out. They'll be happy to talk with you. And yeah, it'll be a great weekend. And thank you again to all our sponsors. Again, this event is not possible without them, and we're super happy to have them all with us this weekend. All right, so we're sort of near the halfway mark of the content, but we'll be probably done shortly for this opening ceremony. But we're going to go over some challenges, resources you guys have, and some activities you can participate in. So we have a whole bunch of workshops this weekend. There's an opportunity to learn anything that you really want to. You can learn, how to build an application on Kotlin, which is like a Swiss Army knife of programming languages for cross-platform apps. If you're interested in something different than like React Native and want to build a phone application, that's awesome. If you want to, learn how to throw a perfect hackathon pitch, there's a workshop for that. If you want to learn design, there's a Figma workshop. There's a whole bunch of different things that you can learn this weekend. We try to make it multidisciplinary just so everyone has something that can, stick out to them and be something that they actually value learning from. So it should be a huge, huge weekend of learning if you really want it to be. Also, we have a whole bunch of different activities and sort of not workshops, but like, hangout times, activities, events that are going on that are going to be really awesome this weekend. We have, a workshop about career in tech. We have a fireside chat with Technolgap. They're a group on campus at Carleton, but also sort of in the general university community with some engineers that they're going to have a meet with. They're sort of like Carleton's Women in Tech and STEM group at school that happened this year. So they're a pretty new society, but they're super involved with these events and they're really excited to be here. We're going to be hosting a resume roast, which, some people have put their resumes in. We'll be giving some feedback on those and, not really roasting them, but just like, giving some tips. If it's really bad, we'll roast them, but, we'll just have a lot of fun. We'll have some CSS challenges. There's more details on that soon. Jacqueline from MLH is going to be hosting No Light, which is really awesome and always a lot of fun. And we're going to be doing, a dev team Q&A to learn about how we've built our development environment and, our entire suite of applications for this event. And also some startup pitch event, which is, just a brief, show up 5 minutes, present like a really awesome startup pitch idea. Could be jokes, could be serious, could be, anything really, and that'll be fun. And then we'll have a bunch of meetups throughout the event for different kinds of participants to meet up. So we have, BIPOC meetups, we have meetups for women in technology, like international meetups for people outside of Canada, a whole bunch of stuff. And that'll be all on the Discord server and on the dashboard where you can find those event links. So we have also a points system. We had a couple of difficulties with it last night. So if you're wondering if your points disappeared, just don't worry about it. We have records of all that. So you'll be okay. We're working to fix that. But we have a point system, which, when you participate in various events and challenges, you have a chance to earn these points. So by, doing challenges, by filling out post-event surveys and by participating in events and also attending game night and doing well in that. So there's a lot of chance to earn points, which can win the top few people some prizes, which we'll have details on soon. All right, so I'm going to present the big challenges that we have at our hackathon. These are ones that you can base your hack around and also participate in as a hacker, with these challenges and also the sponsored ones from Ross Video, and you'll see Sienna and Echo AR soon. There's a lot of stuff that you guys can compete in to win, and there's a good chance that if you put a good hack together, you'll be in pretty good contention for something. So we have a challenge for best hack. So that's just pretty straightforward. Best project in our opinion. They're going to get a Keychron wireless keyboard and also an admission to Pinnacle, which we'll show shortly. And yeah, that'll be a really great hack. And the ultimate winner of that will be, the ultimate winner of our event. And then we'll be sent to Pinnacle, which hopefully happens in person soon, but we'll show the info on that soon. All right, we also have categories for the best green and best health hack. So the best green hack is a hack that aims to, enhance or improve sustainability efforts and just, bring some good environmental issues to surface and maybe attempts to solve some of the problems that we face in our world today. And the winner of that will get a blue snowball microphone, which I have right now. It's pretty awesome. I think for the most part, it's great for online stuff. So you don't sound like you're playing Xbox Live in 2010. Just basic standards are good for video calls. And then the best health hack is any app related to like fitness, mental health. Could be COVID, but I know a lot of people at this point are kind of tired of thinking about COVID. So it could be anything, personal health, health data, or healthcare systems. The best team in that, everyone's going to win a $100 IKEA gift card. And I guess same with the green hack, everyone's going to win a microphone. All these prizes, each participant of every team, so up to 4 people, will each win one of these prizes. We also have the award for best game. So the team that makes the best game is going to win basically a controller of their choice. If you want a PS5 controller, if you want a Switch Pro controller, if you want an Xbox One, I don't even know what they're called, Xbox Series X1S, you can get a controller for those. Like any controller that you want within our limit is yours to win. And that's just for the best game that is naturally fun, rewarding, and engaging. Creativity and innovation are things that we consider for that. Also, finally, we have the best educational hack. So that's a hack at, reinforcing the learning process and improving the quality of education systems or making learning more fun. That is entirely up to you guys in terms of what you want to talk about and how you want to present that. It could be any level of education, but it's up to you guys. And the winning team there will win a Tekken Smart Light Bulb and Smart Plug 4-pack. Everyone gets 4 of those per member. So it's a lot of cool smart home stuff and pretty programmable to try it out. All right, and as Andre mentioned, Ross has a sponsored challenge, which is a fan engagement-meter. And again, the top prize for that is a Switch Lite for every team member. And second place is $50 Amazon card for every team member. And third place is $25 Amazon gift card for every member. Again, he talked about all that information through there, so you can check that out on the PDF linked on our dashboard or by rewatching this video later. But it sounds like an awesome challenge. Also, Sienna has a challenge this year for students. So it's the Diversity and Inclusion Award. So that's any hack that leverages today's tech to help improve their own communities. So what tools would help create a more diverse and inclusive society? Any hack that goes towards that theme and overall direction and can help solve that or make something easier there is going to win. They haven't really confirmed it with us yet, but it's going to be some mentorship and one-on-one time with them, and it'd be a really valuable experience from what I understand. All right, and finally for sponsored challenges, we have one by Echo AR. So Echo AR is sort of like a cloud-based augmented reality platform, and they're letting hackathon users use their site for free this weekend and use their services. So the best hack using Echo AR will win a $50 gift card for the whole team and business tiered Echo AR per member for a few months. So that's going to be really cool. If you guys want to try out AR technologies, now's your chance. It's free to try it out this event. All right. And so maybe you're thinking, yeah, I might not be working on a hack all weekend. That's cool. How can I still win though? So we have some individual challenges. So we have 3 winners for the original spiciest meme. You'll get a 1 month free sort of subscription to Discord Nitro, which is pretty awesome. You can get to use those GIF reactions that I love to use. It's my best $10 a month ever spent, besides Spotify. Also, we have a social media raffle. So if you tag our event with hashtag CUHacking2021, 3 winners will get a $15 gift card. That's dependent on who wins, because half our participants are Canadian. So if you're from India or something, like we can't give you like a Starbucks Canada gift card. So we'll figure something out for you guys. Wherever you win, $15 gift card. There's 3 of you for that. Also, we'll have an award for most helpful Discord user. There's going to be 1 winner for that. And they'll get a $50 Steam gift card. So you can buy Cyberpunk and play it in a year or 2 when you can get a GPU. So that should be a lot of fun. Also, we have an event CSS challenge. It's going to be like an hour-long activity where we have 1 winner and they're going to win a free license to Affinity Designer on the platform of their choice, which is basically like a really cool Photoshop and Illustrator replacement tool that's a one-time payment, so you have it for life. So yeah, we'll have that challenge later in the event, but there's a good chance that you can win that on your own if you like CSS and design. All right, we also have 2 more. We have one for the most helpful mentor. They're going to win a slim Bluetooth tracker, so those are pretty neat. But yeah, it's for the mentor that has the most outstanding and helpful advice to the hackers during our event. They'll be winning that. And also during the best startup pitch event, 1 winner will win an AeroPress, which is like a coffee maker, which is, if you're trying to get this startup off the ground, you're going to need coffee. So we're going to supply that to you, give you a coffee maker, brew from home, save some money, invest that back into yourself. Maybe one day you'll be a GameStop replacement and you'll be through the roof with your own money. All right. Oh, and I guess we're talking about the points now. So then the leaderboard with the points, the top 3 winners are going to have a prize that we're going to be announcing in the future. So stay tuned to that. And if you want to have a chance at winning that prize, just wait and see and participate in events and earn some points. And we will award you with that then. All right. I am going to add my friend Aaron to the screen. He's not on the stream yet, but he should be now. And you can talk about the Raven's Quest.
Hello, friends. Thanks for joining us on this fine afternoon. And yeah, I want to talk about the Raven's Quest challenge. So this challenge has been an epic tour de force with many of our teams. We've had design, development, and hacker experience. So we all pitched in to this one challenge and we're excited for you guys to try it out. So basically in this challenge, you'll have the Raven, which is our Discord bot, lead you through a quest to find their long-lost partner. And so throughout this journey, you'll be tasked to explore various lands and solve a collection of challenges. And whoever solves all the challenges first will win a prize. And so we encourage people to work in their teams of 4 members because we'll have 4 prizes. And as Andrew mentioned before, we'll have MX Master 2S mice, which are really awesome. And so for more information, just stay up to date with the announcements channel. The Raven will be making an announcement at 1 p.m. And we're excited for you guys to try it out.
Awesome. Thanks, Aaron. Okay. There you go. Making sure it's updated. Awesome. Yeah, so if any of you guys were at CU Hacking last year, you will have remembered that Excalibur challenge where we had a really cool rock with a sword in it and the team had to crack the code. I remember trying to go to an event and I see these students running down the tunnels in Carleton trying to find a code on a wall. It was a lot of fun. And this year we're going to try to replicate that digitally, but we have a new name for it and it's the Raven's Quest this year. So it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, the prize is pretty awesome too. Whoops. All right. So this is the important part of what you guys need to do and learn to actually be able to compete for these prizes. So we're going to go over submissions really quick. So there's 3 really important parts of the submission that we need to talk about and that you guys need to understand in order to submit a project properly. We are not using DevPost for this event, so it is not going to be like something that you've known to use before. So they're going to be done on the dashboard. I believe you probably can see the submissions thing already on the dashboard, but if not, it will be available shortly. So they're going to be done through our system. So you need to be on the dashboard to do that. So if you haven't been able to get there yet, please just contact our check-in issues channel and get some help there. Also, with the submission, you need to have a repository somewhere through Git that has a readme.md markdown file in the parent folder. So that needs to be there. And when you attach the URL, it needs to be able to be recognized. So I would suggest that you do that by using GitHub. It's probably the easiest way. And if you were at the workshop yesterday, you'll know how to use that. There's a whole bunch of tutorials for free. And also as a student, you have access to GitHub like education and premium features just because you're a student. So it's a lot of good reasons that you can use it. And there's a whole lot of free stuff there that you can use. If you need help getting that set up, I know Jacqueline and MLH have a whole lot of resources available to get that set up for you and help you guys with that. So yeah, just ask our organizing team or her to get that information to you and we'll get you set up. And also the really important part of the submission is your video submission. With your submissions, you have to include a video that is at maximum 3 minutes long. If you record a video that is 5 minutes long, and maybe it's really good 5 minutes, we're only going to be judging based off the first 3 minutes. That's because we're going to have a ton of submissions this year, so we can only really spend 3 minutes per submission looking through them. So in your video demo, it'd be great if you talk about a few key things like what technologies you've used, what your application or solution aims to try to solve and fix, how you guys did it, some challenges that you faced, talk about it, and then demonstrate how it works and talk about how it's useful and why people should actually use it. So yeah, make sure that video demo is uploaded somewhere to the cloud. We're not storing these videos on our own thing. I would recommend uploading them to YouTube, either not private, make it an unlisted or public video so we can, with the link, see it, or it could be on Dropbox or Google Drive. Just make sure that these links are public so anyone with the link can see the video demo. If they're private, then we will just not be able to judge it and it won't receive a score. So that's the unfortunate reality, but we can't chase everyone for access issues. So make sure it's public and you do that before. In terms of actually getting it set up, if you have a MacBook, try to use the QuickTime Player application to record your screen if you want. It's Command-Shift-5, and then you can record the screen, choose your input options. And on Windows, there's a whole bunch of other tools you can use as well. And you can do a quick Google search to look that up. And we'll include some references and resources in the Discord for you guys to do that. But try to make sure you have your video submission done at least an hour before you actually have to submit this by the deadline, because you don't want to be not submitting your project just because your YouTube link took 30 minutes longer to upload than you thought. So just really try to get this in at least a few hours before they officially close at 12. So I'm going to show a quick demo here of how to submit something. So if I go to the event dashboard and I go to submissions on the side here, I've already filled out a whole lot of that information, but I'm just gonna redo this again. So this is on our dev server, so this is why it might look a bit different, but you're going to click on submit your hack. You're going to give it a project name. So I'm going to say fan engage meter esports. So like say I'm making one of those. I'm going to put in a Git repository URL. So again, that's just like literally just a GitHub repository that has a markdown file in it. If I go to the GitHub repository, you'll see here it has a whole bunch of code and then this README file in its root structure. So once that's uploaded there, you should be able to see that on the submission preview, it'll show you a quick demonstration of what that README looks like. So that means it's a legitimate repository. If I were to change that, like Atlas 45, Go to the submission preview here. It would just give me a GitHub link, but it wouldn't actually say you have a repository initiated. So make sure there's a README there. And then upload a video demo URL. So in that case, I'm just going to do something like, here, let me just find a YouTube video. Minus tech tips, because we're a hackathon. There, you can select a photo for your application. So I'm going to just do a ROS video one here because that's what I have on my desktop. And then the really important part is that you guys have to opt into the challenges that you want to be included for. So if you don't want to be considered for any of the challenges, then don't include them here. And if you want to be included for a specific one, do that there. So if you're making a project that's based off this ROS video challenge, you probably would not select Echo AR unless somehow you're combining all of these into one. So just, select the one that you think that your, project would fit best under. You can select as many as you want. So maybe I think this is good for the ROS video challenge. Somehow it's good for health as well. And also I'm going to say for game, for greening, for green hacks. So yeah, then you have all the challenges that you've opted into. And then you can see your submission preview. And then once you're done, you can just click submit your hack and your project has been submitted, and then you're done. And then you can click on this link here and see some other submissions. You'll see this sort of as the event goes through. People are going to fill this out closer to the end of the event. And you'll see a whole bunch here. And if I click on this one, you can see a quick preview of it based off their header image and also the README file itself. So it's really cool, and you guys can check that out and check other people's projects out. And this will be public after, so everyone can see what people have worked on. So yeah, that is our submission platform. So it's super easy. If you have any questions about that, just ask our team. Okay. Before we go to MLH, one quick thing. Our hacking is going to start at 12 p.m. today, so in 28 minutes. And then it is going to end tomorrow. So submissions are due at 12 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So you can not submit anything past 12:00 Eastern Standard Time, New York time, tomorrow on Sunday, January 31st. I'm making that really clear so no one doesn't know that's when it's due. You can submit earlier too. We're not going to start judging as soon as you submit. So if you submit your repository, whatnot, and keep making changes to it until 12 p.m., you're good. But the video and the whole thing need to be uploaded before that. All right. Awesome. A couple questions here in the chat. When is the last time? Okay. Is it possible to win multi-prizes or just one? You'll probably, I don't think there's going to be any multi-prize winners, but it could be possible. Depends on the quality of the hack. We'll have to see what we're going to try if there's enough hacks to not have any multi-prize winners. But that doesn't mean that we won't do that with, any individual things. That's all, in their own bubble. All right. Now I'm going to pass it over to Jacqueline, our MLH rep, and she will, oops, I'm going to put your screen up there, and she'll come say hi.
Hey everyone, I'm Jacqueline from Major League Hacking. Still, you've probably seen me at every Canadian hackathon this year, or at least most of them, and I'm super excited to be here at CU Hacking this weekend. I've attended over 35 hackathons from all around the world and on the internet, and CU Hacking is going to be another awesome one, and I'm super, super excited to see what you all build. Now, I'm about to tell you a ton of pretty important stuff, but if you're anything like me, you're either going to forget about it by the end of this, or you're just going to ignore me. So when you do, head over to hack.mlh.io for everything that you need to know. But first, what is Major League Hacking? Well, we are the global hacker community, and it's our mission to empower hackers just like you. In fact, in the last year, we've empowered over 135,000 hackers from all across the world. By attending CU Hacking here this weekend, you're earning community points to your school, college, or university. And you can earn more by attending more member events, just like CU Hacking, MLH Local Hack Day, and MLH Local Host Workshops. If you want to get more, just go and bring your friends to these events, and whichever school or university gets the most by the end of our season will be declared the champions. But what is MLH actually doing here at CU Hacking this weekend? Well, we've got quite a lot of cool stuff. First up, at 8 p.m. today, we'll be taking a break and we'll be playing No Light. This is a great chance to try and code a website, except you can't see what you're developing. Everyone's will suck. That's the best part, and it's hilarious. The best part is No Light is currently offline, so my hackathon project is going to be to bring it back up before 8 p.m. So hey, as you're hacking, I'm going to be hacking too. Also this weekend, every single person who demos and submits a project and actually submits a project, don't just go and submit a blank repo, will be eligible for one of these wonderful 2021 season mascot Max while supplies last, sponsored by Capital One. There's a ton of stuff to say there. If you go and make sure you're checked in to see you hacking, and then make sure MLH has your address. If you go into the MLH announcements channel on Discord, there is a link in there to go and give us your address. We'll go and ship you one of these masks along with your stickers. Also this weekend, you can draw an Octocat and win an Octocat. Do you see that wonderful creature on your screen? That is an Octocat. It is GitHub's mascot. We want you to draw your very own and then tweet it to @GitHub Education and @MLHacks using hashtag MyOctocat and hashtag CUHacking2021. My favorite ever was done using ketchup, mustard, and toothpaste. So if you can one up that, that'll be amazing. Get creative. I can't wait to see what you build. Also this weekend, remember that Andrew mentioned you've got to go and submit using GitHub. Well, you can go and claim the GitHub Student Developer Pack using hackp.ac/GitHub. This gives you access to GitHub Pro, as well as a ton of free domains, tools, courses, APIs, and even more. So definitely check it out. It's a great opportunity to get some extra programming skills as a student. Okay, we've also got a ton of awesome resources here for you this weekend. And basically that means here comes the free stuff. Don't forget to claim your free .tech, .space, or .online domain name from domain.com, including a year of domain privacy. Just head over to hackp.ac/domain and use promo code CODETHESNOW. Also, check your email for up to $100 in Google Cloud credits. Every time you go to a hackathon as well, you'll get even more credits. And if you somehow run out this weekend, just go and slide into my DMs. I have extras, don't worry. We'll also be doing a prize for best use of Google Cloud this weekend. And also, if you build a project related to COVID-19, if you're still up for that, COVID-19 related projects will have a chance to win up to $5,000 in Google Cloud credits for further development. You'll hear about that if you get selected after the hackathon, but it's a cool opportunity to build something cool. Also, DigiKey is now sponsoring a best hardware hack prize, and 2 teams can go and win an awesome prize this weekend. So if you're more into hardware than software, or you want to have a go using something like an emulator, that totally counts. Build something cool, and then just enter it as your prize category, and 2 winning teams will win a Grove Beginner Kit, which includes an embedded Arduino compatible board. So it's pretty cool. Also, we've got hackathon starter kits. If you want to dive straight into things, you want to build a Flask app or a Node.js app, you don't want to worry about setting everything up, head over to hackp.ac/learn. We have starter kits ready to go. We've got stuff like authentication already baked in. As a quick recap, here are the prizes we're running this weekend. Feel free to take a screenshot, but I'm going to be putting these in Discord as well, and they should be on the submission platform as well. But this is what we are running here this weekend. Also, just because the digital doesn't mean there's no iDemo stickers. It's not on this slide, but we actually do still have customized ones. So for your very own one of 900 of a kind See You Hacking iDemo sticker, make sure you go and submit your project, and then we'll send it into through the mail to you. But please, please, please do submit. Even if your project's not finished, it's a great way of showing off what you've made on your video. And it's a great way of being able to go, when you're applying for a job or an internship, being able to say, hey, I made this. It's a cool thing. You should hire me, please. I like money. Stonks aren't going to get me everything. I still need a salary. Thank you. So yeah, make sure you are demoing and getting an iDemo sticker. And on the topic of jobs, the MLH Career Lab, these companies and more are looking to hire hackers just like you. So if you want to land an awesome job or an internship, check out hackp.ac/careers. Okay, on a more serious note, MLH hackathons are a safe space for everyone. And by attending See You Hacking this weekend, whether you're a sponsor, organizer, volunteer, hacker, or anyone else, you're agreeing to the MLH Code of Conduct. If you haven't already, you probably should go and read it, but the TLDR is to be respectful. Harassment and abuse will not be tolerated. If at any time you feel uncomfortable here at See You Hacking, message an organizer, message me. If we're not online or you don't feel comfortable doing that, send an email to incidents@mlh.io or call this number. Again, we want you to have an amazing time here at See You Hacking this weekend. So if anything is preventing that, please let us know. And as an additional reminder, at digital events, it's important to remember that there is a human on the other side of the screen. Boundaries still exist. So be mindful of connecting with other people's online social profiles without permission. And if someone doesn't reply instantly, they're probably not ignoring you. They're probably just having lunch. Cool. Well, thank you again so much to all of our partners, to the people who make it possible for me to be here with you. I'm going to be on Discord for the entire event, as well as around for No Light. So head over to MLH announcements in Discord and also ask MLH if you've got questions or literally just want to chat about Blahaj. I'm going to have a great time here, and I really hope you do too. So good luck with all your projects. And again, feel free to come say hi. Happy hacking, and good luck to every single one of you.
Great. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. We have one more thing to do before we go. It's just a 1 minute and 23-second video just for the best overall hackathon winner. This is what you're competing for. It's a video from Pinnacle from them. So I'm just going to actually share my screen and we will get that out. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. All right. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Jamshid, and I'm here to tell you about Pinnacle, the Olympics of hackathons. But what does that really mean? Pinnacle is a 36-hour hackathon unlike any other. We're inviting the world's top 50
2 seconds. Please work. Okay, here we go. Now we're back. All right, so now just ended off, we have a message from Pinnacle.
Hi everyone, my name is Jamshid, and I'm here to tell you about Pinnacle, the Olympics of hackathons. But what does that really mean? Pinnacle is a 36-hour hackathon unlike any other. We're inviting the world's top 50 collegiate hackathons to compete in an epic finale event. Each participating hackathon sends around 4 winners to represent them at Pinnacle, which is happening in fall 2021. If you haven't already guessed, you're currently competing at one of the qualifying events. See you hacking. If you win a qualifying event, you'll be flown out to San Francisco for the event, on our dime. In addition, Pinnacle is inviting recruiters from competitive companies looking for someone to fill their next open internship or full-time position. Forget about winning. If you even participate in Pinnacle, you'll be one of the top 200 hackers in the world, a Pinnacle hacker. We're planning on hosting Pinnacle in person at the end of this year, but if that's not possible given the current circumstances, we'll convert Pinnacle to an online hackathon. If you don't win this weekend, don't worry. There are 49 other qualifying events, including MHacks, CalHacks, and tons more. You can view the full list of events on our website at pinnacle.us.org. If you want to help organize Pinnacle, apply to join our team of hackathon enthusiasts on our website. Be sure to subscribe to our mailing list and follow us on social media to stay updated about upcoming qualifiers. Once again, my name is Jamshid. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email. Happy hacking!
All right, so that's it from us for the opening ceremonies. So we're going to end off this and we're going to start the team formation now. So if you want to join people in the voice chat channels that we have for social areas and network with some people, that's a great opportunity to meet some team members. And then also we might jump in and help pair people up if there's not a problem. If there's people that still are looking for any team members. So yeah, welcome to CU Hacking. Ask us any questions if you have any in the Discord server, and hacking starts at 12, so in 16 minutes.